Alright, welcome back to our You Decide series where you help figure out the ghost and I don't tell you anything. Let's see if you get these right. Now, our evidence, this time we're going to be doing insanity mode 1 evidence. So, therefore, we have EMF5 as our piece of evidence. These are our options. Let's see. From this, you can kind of glean a few things. Right away, we can actually eliminate 2 ghosts off of this list. Again, I try to hammer this home each and every time, and that's about forced evidence. Forced evidence, so good to learn, so important to learn, because it means when playing with 1 evidence, a couple of these ghosts are required to give you a certain piece of evidence. 2 of them are on here, so we can go ahead and eliminate those, and from that we can glean on what's going on from here. So, let's see what we can put together here. Grab these and go on ahead. Also, I am live premiering this video, so if you are here live guessing along, welcome on in. I should be in the chat chatting with you, hopefully. If not, maybe we'll just edit the sound out. But I do want to try to do this with the You Decide series. I figured it'd be a pretty fun thing to do, you know? We all play together live, if you can be here live. So this is my first time trying it, so we'll see how it goes. This obviously has not happened yet, so I don't know how it is, but hopefully I can say hi to myself there in the comments. So hello me. So we're gonna set this salt down. What we also want to do is kind of keep track of where this ghost could be, and that's for a particular reason. Where especially if you watch the previous You Decide video, you would kind of understand sort of what's going on with all that. So the ghost did step in salt. If you did not see it, thank God it did. Actually, thank God it did. Because if it didn't, I would be restarting this video. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm sick of doing that in a You Decide series. I want it to be harder for you all. Not easy ghosts. Hard. Maybe sometimes easy ghosts. And that was our EMF5. In case you did not believe me, that was our evidence. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so it looks like the ghost is in here. Looks like the ghost is in here, and it did throw something in here. So again, these are our options. Now, honestly, there's about one really good thing to do here. Did the ghost turn off the breaker? It did. It's probably in the basement because I did not hear it. Now, if you are curious... Oh, you flung the crap out of that. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ghosty. I didn't mean to offend you. Or whatever. So there's actually really... Again, I'd say this all the time. Say this all the time. And if you want to get better at nightmare mode or 1 evidence mode or whatever it is, no evidence... Getting comfortable getting hunted is going to be the best way, and that's going to be for observing the ghost and listening to the footsteps. So let's see what it is. This is actually a really good map to practice on. So we're going to get hunted, I do believe, because based on what we have left, we can actually verify probably this hunt, what it is. You say, that really possible? It is. That's the power of the hunt. The power of the hunt. When you learn to stop being scared of hunts and learn to look at hunts analytically, you're going to become a lot better at the game in general. So, I do kind of want to... I need to get my smudge timer up, because I forget to do that all the time, which if you do want to know how to do the smudge timer, I do have a video on that now. I cannot get a look at that ghost. I went downstairs, I know that. Listen, observe, tell me what you see or hear. Do you know what the ghost is? Based on this? Maybe not. I'm not 100% sure, personally. So if you're like, I know what it is, be like, okay, maybe. Because there's one thing in mind that I think it could be. There's actually, we'll double check. All right. Oh my god, can you you keep venting on me. Well, I tried to redo my timer again, and that did not work out too well, so just understand that it's going to be a little bit off. Because I am completely unskilled at everything. Again, just remember we were kind of late, but it did hunt again after 3 minutes over here. So, do you think you know what the ghost is? I think you have enough information now that you should hopefully get it right. Let's find out. That's right, the ghost was a stupid, stinky spirit. The most boring ghost in the game, in my opinion, even more than Shades, because at least with Shades, you kind of identify it fast. Where a spirit, you saw we were waiting almost 10 minutes to verify this thing. It took almost 4.5 minutes to hunt the first time after we smudged it. And then another 3 minutes, and then the length of time it took for the hunts and everything. That's a long time to wait to do nothing. Let's go over how we eliminated ghosts, though, because we actually pretty much eliminated every ghost along the way. So again, our evidence was EMF 5, and like I said, with forced evidence, we knew right away we could eliminate Obake, because with one evidence, they would be forced to have UV as their one piece of evidence, so the fact did not, we could rule that out. Same thing with the Goryo, only with dots. Goryo are forced dots because you can only see the dots on video camera. Now, it stepped into Salt, so we knew that we could eliminate a Wraith. Turned off the breaker, so we knew it could not be a Jinn. We knew the ghost was in the room when it interacted with an item within the room, so therefore, I was good enough to rule out a Shade. Again, motion sensors for Shade test. It's going to eliminate the need of, well, I was in there, and the ghost did this while I was in there. Well, the ghost could have roamed out the room. Again, we saw that a lot in the past. So this is what I meant by getting hunted, right? Getting hunted would be able to verify each of these. And after the first hunt, I knew it was just normal blinks, so we could eliminate an Oni. Raiju would have been faster around those electronics there. Twins, Myling, and Spirit, those were the ones that I was sus of. Twins, the ghost sounded a little bit slower to me. I thought it was a normal speed at first, though, but I'm like, is it the Twins? I don't know. The ghost did sound kind of quiet. So I was pretty sus of Myling, but when we did the Myling test, like I'm going to show it here, if I could talk, you could hear the footsteps and the ghost noises prior to our flashlight malfunctioning. That's how you eliminate a Myling. Look. So again, after we smudged it, it took almost 4.5 minutes to hunt us. Therefore, thinking about a spirit, but you never want to do one hunt and just say, oh yeah, that's a spirit, because any ghost can choose to not hunt for that long. So we did it again, waited till after 3 minutes to do it again. Any ghost could choose to do that. Again, does not confirm a spirit, but the fact it happened twice, that's why I say at least do it twice, confirm the spirit. Boring test, we got it right. Let's see if we get a funner. more fun ghost. All right, this time we're playing on Bleasdale, and our evidence is going to be UV. So we're actually getting some new ones we haven't done before, which is very good. That's what I like to see. Help teaching y'all new things. We have a lot of ghosts to choose from here. A lot of ghosts. But again, with forced evidence, we can go ahead and eliminate 2 of these, possibly 3. We'll have to verify. That's one of the things we're going to do. So keep these ghosts in mind. And there is some we can kind of take care of. But again, what is the one thing that I always tell you, right? Get hunted. That's going to be a good way to verify quite a bit of things. Now, let's get Paramite. I think that'll be useful. Possibly you... What else? Video camera's already up there. At least we can keep track of it. Maybe a photo cam, that might be good in case the ghost does decide to do a ghost event as well. That might be useful. A lot of different tests to kind of go on, but again, getting hunted is one of the best ways to go about doing it. And what I want to do here is set up to get hunted by doing, instead of a pile of items, we could always go for a line of items. Look at that. Take that. And actually, I tried this before when the Pulte first came out, and then I didn't really do it much anymore up until Jazzy Bees, which if you're watching this, hello, I told you I start doing the Pulte pods. I started watching her doing it a lot, and I thought this was a really good idea because it's a really good way of looking at it, you know, when compared to other ghosts when it comes. So I'm saying all this to say, set up a line of items, and you can kind of do this a few times. It's a good method of looking, and you see, oh my god, that ghost is flinging like everything. But is the ghost here now? Because the ghost is upstairs in the hallway, so there is a chance that it roams down. But anyways, I want to try to show this off just so we can kind of test for it as well. But it is a way you can do it to figure out a Pulte during a hunt. All right, so here's going to be our line of items that we did. You know, you can make it as long as you want. We can make it longer, but it's just another method instead of piling up items in a row. Just something else for everybody to think about. You know, I'm all about giving you guys new way of doing things. All right, looks like the ghost is still up here. Do we have any more UV? No. Okay, here's one thing we can do now. Did see our breast. We're pretty sure that the ghost is here. Let's look to see if we see any orbs anywhere. That would be an important distinction, obviously. Let's flick that on. It did just knock on a window. I don't know which one. Is it you? Okay. Very good. Very good. I think it's time to go ahead and get hunted. Take a look-see, shall we? Okay, that scared me, but let's do this. Okay. Alright, well, if you didn't already know what that ghost was, you should now. That was, of course, a good old Obake cake. bakery, whatever you choose to call it. Oh, but by the way, I also have a confession to make. Yeah, I already know what this ghost is, but you won't know this till the end. But y'all were actually privileged enough to see it as well. Right? Very, very good. It was a 6-fingered fingerprint that you guys saw as well. So we already knew it was an Obake. We did eliminate ghosts, though, so let's go through that. So here's how you could have eliminated other ghosts if you didn't know that that was a 6-fingered fingerprint. First things. Forced evidence, again, Hauntu, freezing. It will always have freezing because they speed up in cold temps, and Goryo has forced dots. So since we had ultraviolet, we know we could rule those out. We did not see orbs, so we could rule out a mimic. Then during the hunt, we knew based on its blinks, it was not a phantom because it was still pretty visible. Jin would have sped up more to catch us down that long pathway. Pulte would have thrown more. So again, that was a good thing with the Pulte line where you see that's what a normal ghost would do. And then if you get a Pulte, it's a very noticeable difference. So it's a very good method if you are doing, even for instance, no sanity, no evidence. Set up a line of items, stand at the end, look at the ghost, see how much it's interacting with it. Then, of course, we did get the shapeshift as well from the Obake. It actually shapeshifted twice during that, so we knew that that's what the ghost was. Hopefully you got that one. My favorite ghost, by the way. This time we're going to have spirit boxes are one evidence, and we're playing on Point Hope, so it's going to be a little bit of a different game, and we got a lot of ghost tests that we have to kind of go through. So let's see how exactly we're going to be able to figure this ghost out, shall we? There's a lot of ghost tests. There is a lot of back and forth stuff that we're gonna have to do because the ghost is all the way up in the kids' room, which is one of the coolest rooms to be in because it does get to mess with the plushies in there. But there's gonna be a lot of back and forth stuff. So we can drop this, and let's start taking some stuff up there, shall we? All right. After numerous trips back, I think we are ready for everything. Alright, let's start testing things. Okay. Alright. Couple of those. We can drop you. We do need to double check for this. Hold on. Did blow out everything. We can double check for orbs. Do not see any, so that's important to note. Gotta give it donut for good luck, of course. Are of course creating a pile of items here. Now this is where, you know, Point Hope is really fun when you have to get hunted because you have to play it differently. Where is the pencil? There it is. Okay, could not even see it. Thank you, Ghosty. Thank you for the donut. Thank you for the donut, Ghosty. Thank you, thank you. It was so nice of you. Parrot, I think you could use a sword, and I think you're being a bit much, if I do say so myself. How's our pictures looking? We getting everything pretty good? Nice, nice. Ghosty wanted to throw the parrot. Okay. We'll have to capture a photo of a ghost anyways. I do want to do that. Again, here's our options with what we got right now. So just some things to keep in mind. Just some things to keep in mind. There are ghosts that we have eliminated from this list already. The rest, I think, may have to try to get hunted. Probably going to be the best way to go about doing things. Of course, the one damn time I dropped my frickin' camera. God dang it. Okay. Well, I guess we don't have to worry too much. About it. Very interesting. Very interesting. This is where Point Hope is really fun, in that shit. That's what I thought. Oh my god, it scared the bejesus out of me. Okay. Holy crap. God, it's so confined. That's why I love this map, man. These guys could just come out of nowhere and scare the frickin' crap out of you. Alright, so I don't think... I'd love to bring the ghost down here. Just not sure that that's really going to be possible. We did hunt it. I did not start a smudge timer. Unfortunately. This room is just really hard to, You shiver in the timbers there, Ghosty. You shiver in the timbers. Maybe we can get the ghost to, like, come up here. Hopefully from listening to the ghost and from looking at it, you glean something from it that could tell you what the ghost was. That's right, the ghost was a phantom. Did you get it right? I saw it after the first hunt. I was like, yeah, I know this is a phantom, but we didn't really get a really good look at it for you all, and I wanted to re-show it again in case you did not catch it the first time. We were able to eliminate a lot of ghosts, though, along the way. Again, it's another one of those things where, well, A, if we would have taken the ghost photo when the ghost ghosted, it might have been good, but I dropped my camera, and that's when it decides to hunt. Well, either way, we did have Spirit Box as our piece of evidence. We knew the ghost stepped in salt, so it was not a wraith. We did not see orbs, so it could not be a mimic. Ghost blew out the candle 3 times and did not hunt, so we could rule out Onryo. That was kind of it up until the hunt. If it did ghost event and we had our camera, we probably could have figured out Phantom earlier, but we did not. So after that first hunt, we did know that we could eliminate Dio because, well, it would have been a lot faster and scarier. Everything else was going to be kind of difficult. We didn't know what our sanity was to be Moroi. It did sound, you know, pretty normal speed, so I wouldn't think that it would be the twins based on that, but we didn't really get like a very good listen to it. And the sounds in Sunny or in Point Hope and the stairs just can really throw off footstep speed. But during that hunt, the ghost was invisible longer, and I tried to show it a little bit more the second time. It's a lot easier if you're not in that area of Point Hope, and that is the Phantom's blinks during a hunt where we say it's more invisible than visible. That's how, and that ghost can sneak up on you. Now, on Point Hope, that's pretty scary because it can also roam across the whole map, which I did not see at all when I was bringing in items to and from. Let's do one more. All right, we're going to close out here on Tanglewood. We have UV as our one piece of evidence. So again, this is going to be our combination, which we had earlier in the video as well. Again, 2 of these ghosts we can rule out because of forced evidence. Do you know which those 2 are? You should remember. If you didn't, that's... Start retaining the information more. Come on, come on. I can only repeat everything every so often. I had this trouble last time where I was trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do. Let's go. We're ready to take a look. It is in the blue bedroom. It is in the blue bedroom. Let's leave you here. There's actually ways we can kind of figure this out as well. Is that me? I'm gonna go with yes. Okay. We're setting up those motion sensors there. That's going to be for a particular test. I don't know which door was just touched. You? Okay. Cool, cool. Let's see. Do not see anything there. Alright, very well. You? Alright, good, 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 good. Again, when it comes to UV as evidence, it is good to keep checking the doors. Would like to put some items in here, because what my plan is to go to the kitchen and sort of wait there and listen in on the paramic for certain things, you know? So hopefully creating this pile, we can at least hear it through the paramic if it does happen to just like, you know, throw everything. Is there anything else? Okay, let's move over here with you. Now we just sit here and wait. Alright, well, I sped it up because nothing happened. So it's kind of important that nothing happened. Kind of important for you all to know that nothing happened. Now, all that we have to do, again, I mentioned it last time, is we're going to create a line. Because I think it can be pretty good for helping to visually kind of see the ghost throwing items better. Now all we got to do is probably go ahead and get hunted. I think that's going to be the best way. Alright, here we go. your thoughts on it. Okay. This is a very interesting ghost. Very interesting ghost. Alright. I think we may have finally figured this ghost out. Do you know what it is? Let's go through it. That's right, the ghost was a demon, and do you want to know why I have not got the Doomslate achievement? Because I keep getting demons like this. This demon did absolutely nothing. It was down to demon and Pulte for me. I really didn't feel like it was a Pulte, but come on, dude, this demon was just not very demony at all. This was very good on how to test for basically every UV ghost we did. So very, very good. Now, first off, right off the bat, like I mentioned, forced evidence. Hantu has forced freezing. Goryo has forced dots. Since we had UV, we knew we could rule it out. We knew right away. I guess you could say we kind of verified right away it probably wasn't going to be a Phantom or a Banshee because it never roamed to us, and that's what I was trying to set up motion sensors so we could hear it roaming to us and see if it does. And we were also listening into the Paramic while we were also testing for, kind of a Myling and a Pulte at the same time. Did we hear the explosion? We did not see orbs in the room, so we could rule out a Mimic. When it did hunt us, we were able to eliminate the Phantom because it was normal blinks. It was just normal line of sight speed up, so we could rule out a Gen. I was already kind of willing to rule out the Banshee anyways, based on how it was. Obake, I kind of ready to rule it out the first time because we did kind of observe it for a while. We were able to rule it out later when we did like loop it the whole time and never saw it shapeshift. Myling, we could hear the Myling twice before the flashlight malfunctioned. So again, I'll play both of these clips and listen. You'll hear the ghost, and the flashlight will not be malfunctioning. That's how you rule out a Myling if that happens. All right, here we go. Okay. So it was down to Pulte and Demon, and I'm not gonna lie. After that first hunt, I was willing to rule out a Pulte. But I wasn't 100% sure because some of those throws look kind of big. So I was like, let me set up around the kitchen counter, put some items there because they should go everywhere. I still wasn't dead set that was a Pulte. And the way that I kind of figure out with the Pulte too, no science behind it, no absolutely nothing, is you'll know it when you see it. If you think the ghost might be a Pulte, like I was debating, is this a Pulte? It's probably not a Pulte because you'll know it when you see stuff just going everywhere. But the first time we smudged it, it did not hunt until after 2 minutes. I think it was like 2 minutes, 20 seconds. I'll have it up here on the screen. So I was like, my God, I'm pretty sure this is a demon. So let's smudge it again. Then it hunted. I think the timer said like about a minute 17 or so. So it was probably like closer to a minute 20. So it was before the minute 30 mark. And that's how we knew that we could pick demon as our ghost. We did a lot of testing there. I thought it was very good. And if you do want to play along to the previous one where we do one evidence mode again and you figure out the ghost, click or tap the screen now. Thank you to everybody who watched this, the first ever live premiere for the You Decide Challenge. If you were here, fantastic. If it goes really well, we're going to give it a couple more weeks or more and see. That way in the future, be here for the live premiere and you get to play along with it live. Thank you so much to all the channel members for the extra support. It truly does mean a lot to me. Happy hunting, everybody. And let's go do some more You Decide.